Hello and welcome to Baldur's Gate 3. I'm your host, Galactic Odyssey. Whether this is your first time on the channel or you're a long-time viewer, I am thrilled that you are here. What I want to give you is a patient and thorough Let's Play where we can really immerse ourselves in this amazing universe together. Now, for those of you who don't know, this game uses the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition system. I don't claim to be a D&D expert, but I do play regularly in real life. So call me Mr. Knows just enough to get himself in trouble. I'll do my best to shepherd you through the various D&D-isms the best way I know how. But anyway, I couldn't be more excited to share this experience with you, and I encourage you to get comfortable, grab a snack, and enjoy the show. And here we are in the character creation screen. Now, I've taken the liberty of going ahead and finishing off the character so you don't have to hear me hemming and hawing over all the dozens, if not hundreds, if not thousands of different combinations and choices that this character creation screen provides, which is simply fantastic. We could do a whole episode on this alone, but we're not going to in this time. So what I've decided to go with here is first and foremost, we're going to be a half-elf. Now, just to talk a little bit of inside baseball for a moment, for those of you who are normally used to specific proficiencies based on a creature's race in D&D, the developers have decided to go ahead and remove that functionality in favor of giving a standard +2 and +1 in ability scores to every race, regardless of what it is. Each race will retain some unique racial features. So, for example, our half-elven features are going to be a standard 30-foot movement speed, which is pretty typical, certain weapon and armor proficiencies, dark vision, and the Fey ancestry. So, a little bit of a difference in what you're probably used to seeing. And now we go to our subrace. We are going to be a high half-elf, and getting a cantrip. We're going to go with a mage hand right here, which is very versatile and useful. We are going to be rocking the bard class. I have always had a strong affinity with like the musically based characters in a lot of role-playing games, and I think it is just one of the most fun classes that you can play in D&D. Bards, of course, are performers first and foremost. And actually, we'll just go ahead and read this little blurb here. You know, music is more than a fancy. It is power. Through study and adventure, you have mastered song, speech, and the magic within. We're going to be able to be very good at persuasion and performance. It's just a very fun face character to play. Face character meaning kind of the person that I will go to when it comes to interacting in conversations with most NPCs. Bards are a really good choice for that. The cantrips I'm going to be going for here are going to be Vicious Mockery and Dancing Lights. Don't worry, if you're not familiar with it, we'll have plenty of opportunities during the playthrough to get really comfortable with what they do. And then for our spells, we're going to go with Healing Word, Speak with Animals, Disguise Self, and Dissonant Whispers. I'm especially excited with this Speak with Animals because, I mean, who doesn't want to talk to just the random squirrel in the forest, right? And we're going to have a lot of really neat opportunities as a result of that. We're going to be rocking the lute, kind of your classic fantasy bard instrument, which is going to be really cool. Our background is going to be a guild artisan. Your skill in a particular craft has earned you membership in a mercantile guild, offering privileges and protection while engaging in your art. Repairing and discovering rare crafts will bring new inspiration. So we're going to kind of role-play our character here as an expert in her field, part of the Musicians Guild, and on the road with maybe her own mystery and motivations to solve. And of course, this is going to give us skills in insight and persuasion, which is very useful for a bard. And here is my lineup. So as I was saying before, here is the +2 and +1 bonuses that we're going into. +2 for charisma, +1 for dex. Again, if you don't know what that means, don't worry. We are going to get comfortable with what all these scores mean real soon. And so with that, let's keep it moving. So here on this screen, we'll have the opportunity to name our bard, and we are going to be naming her Penelope. Now, the reason for that is actually a mythological one. So, Galactic Odyssey, my channel name, of course. Most of the time in RPGs, if I have a choice, I will actually name my characters Odysseus. I love mythology, and I love the idea of somebody who is just surviving on his wits. If you don't know the story of Odysseus, long story short, in mythological ancient Greece, following the Trojan War, the Greek hero Odysseus from Ithaca is forced to go on a long and circuitous journey on his way back to his home nation-state of Ithaca. And he has many adventures which are captured in Homer's Odyssey, but I thought it would be a fun change of pace to go with instead his wife, who is named Penelope in mythology, and just what would it be like if she were the one on the road as well. So, a little bit of sort of an internal backstory in my head that I'm giving her, and just will be fun to see where this story ends up. So, without further ado, and speaking of Odysseus, what would he have looked like? Well, this is my best approximation. Essentially, what this character is somebody who is going to be appearing to us in visions, very mysterious. And so I figured, who better to model this after than perhaps her long-departed partner, Odysseus. And so he's looking pretty amazing here. Loving the beard. And with that, let us venture forth. And so here we go. Penelope in action. Let's take a quick look at what our skill bar looks like down here. So our available actions to us include unarmed strike, hand crossbow, jump. You can poison your blade or other type of elemental attacks, shove, hide, throw, improvise a melee weapon like throw a chair WWE style, help action, which is how you help up downed characters, which is going to be very important. Because, of course, in D&D, for player characters, typically, you are generally not dead. Even when you drop to 0 hit points, you roll death saving throws. So if you are downed, the help action could, it looks like in Baldur's Gate 3, bring you back up. So that's good to know. Disengage, mage hand. Let's see what else. Perform. Ooh, that's exciting. So we get to actually play our lute, it looks like. Unarmed strike, piercing shot, ranged attack are various spells that we talked about briefly. We have some potions of healing, a scroll of revivify if the worst happens and somebody does die. Action, bonus action, our bardic inspiration, which is awesome, and our spell slots. Awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look around. Well, first and foremost, this weird off-putting pool where our mind flayer squid or parasite came from.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
So this is going to be our first opportunity for a skill check. So we're going to roll a d20 for investigation, investigating the pool. Some dialogue options require a skill check, a dice roll that must meet or exceed a target number. Your character's skills add a bonus to this roll. So based on the way that we built our character, our conversational skills are probably going to be very good, but things like this investigation are probably not going to be amazing. We only get a +1 to this, so we need, in this difficulty class is what we need to roll equal to or higher than, so we need to roll a 9 or higher on this. And our first roll is a success. That's a good omen.
The casing is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble.
Which means we probably want to steer clear. No, we're gonna go ahead and not mess with the clearly broken contraption. All right, what do we have here? A bloodstone.
Dead. Good.
So, of course, as I mentioned up top, we are eventually going to get to the point where we start to read item descriptions and sort of learn what types of things may be useful. But for the purposes of this tutorial section, we'll probably collect stuff only, and then once we get out of the tutorial level, then we'll see what we have in our inventory. But we have thieves' tools, an agate, and some gold. Very cool. Alright, so now we have the first opportunity to use our jump action. So here we go. We can see our range here.
Moving ahead.
Very good. Alright, so we were just hit for 4 damage from going through this elemental environment right here. So we've been hit for 4, which is not great. Can we use healing on ourselves? I guess we don't need to at the moment. Okay, I guess I probably should have just jumped over that fire, huh? So here's what we'll do. I guess we'll go back the other way since we're exploring. We will jump over here. Hopefully dodge that fire. Yep, looks like we did. And we can jump over here. And since we did take a little bit of damage, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this is where some healing can come from. So there we go. We're back up to full health. But now we know to steer clear from fire because it is possible for us to walk through it.
Not everyone made it out alive.
So I'm going to make a wild guess and say most of these are probably empty.
Might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a look
Where
around
the
here.
hells are we?
Oh, there's some stuff here. There is an onyx. I'll take that. That sounds valuable.
Visions project into your mind. A Nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
I'm really loving the narrator. That's kind of a unique mechanic. Just the fact that we have somebody telling us real time what's going on. It's pretty neat. And it makes it feel like a real D&D session, you know? Okay. I think we are good. Let's go ahead and come back through here and head down below. I'm just scanning real quick. See if there's anything obvious that we missed. Part of our adjustment to this game is going to be how we use the skills at our disposal creatively. So, could I throw something at something else to make it interact with it in an interesting way, or use a spell? That is going to be something that's going to take some time just to get used to. Let's exit the sphincter, everybody. You love to see it. So yeah, the creative aspect is something that's very fascinating to me, and it'll take some time just to understand what is even possible, you know?
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
Oh, we can actually pick it up. I did not realize that. An illithid record. Yeah, we'll pick these up for sure.
A schematic of a Nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
So this reading, is that the same thing? Yeah. Okay.
Into your mind.
Well, I will pick it up at the very least. What do we have here? A brain jar.
As much living being as ship.
Can I examine this? I don't think so.
Let's see.
Alright, we'll pick all these up. A viscous chair. Oh. Probably not best not to sit in it. You don't know where that thing's been. An eldritch tablet. Ooh.
Years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Yeah, so we will certainly examine these more in detail later. As I said, once we kind of get out of the tutorial stage. Because I'm interested to know, you know, what kind of history will be given to us. A neural apparatus. What does that do?
Doesn't do anything.
Well, there you go. That is very off-putting, whatever that voice is. A brain jar. Let's examine it. Humanoid brain alive and in perfect condition, suspended in cerebrospinal fluid. It's exciting.
We are here. Here.
Very weird.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us. Please. Before they return. They return.
So if you notice in the top left-hand corner, it looks like we're passively rolling some checks, just like a DM might ask for, even without our direct intervention. So it looks like we failed a perception check there, but all is not lost. Let's chat.
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You know no creature like this. One that is more brain than person.
Almost completely brain. Actually, completely brain. Why are you afraid?
Enemy. So many enemies.
Well, besides the obvious. I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case, free us. Please.
Oh boy. Inspect the exposed brain, break the skull, gently prise it from the skull. Let's investigate first, I would say. So we need, again, a 9 or higher here. There we go, 17. Alright.
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull.
So we can gently prise it from the skull, attempt a cerebral extraction, staying mindful of the swelling. That sounds more up our alley. I wish I could see what my specific... Oh, I do. I can see. I can get +2 from dexterity. And I have an advantage on medicine checks. So let's go ahead and do that. So we get to roll with advantage. Advantage lets you roll 2 dice and take the higher result before adding modifiers, which is super cool. So there we go. And we got exactly what we needed, which is very fortunate. Meets beats.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
I could cripple it, but I feel like that's a trap. I think it's intentionally off-putting to us to see what we'll do, but I think we'll let mercy prevail here. Spare the creature. Any injuries might weaken it.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
Alright, let's see what you're all about. What should I call you?
Us. We are us.
Well, I'm Penelope. I am me. What's at the helm? Well,
Tenses, as though querying an unseen
probably the
advisor.
steering wheel.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, we are literally in hell right now. That's... We plane shifted, and I believe we are currently in one of the 9 hells. Let's go. Helped you once, it's all I can do. I'll go, but not with you. No, let's go together. That's
To the
fine.
helm we go.
I could use a little bit of
We are
company.
going to the helm.
It's kind of like having a dog, like a weird, off-putting dog. Alright, some allies may temporarily join you. You can directly control their movement and actions. Very cool. Alright, welcome us. Let's loot the corpse. I love how the portrait of this, he's even missing his top half of his head. That's outstanding attention to detail. It's very macabre, but also pretty funny at the same time. Alright. Oh yeah, neural apparatus. There we go. Pretty sure there was nothing else up there of interest to us. Let me scan the room real quick. But I do believe we are ready to move on. Looks that way. So let's see, we've got 9 hit points and us... Oh, wow. I love getting an action shot. Us has 21 hit points. So technically this brain creature, this intellect devourer, if I'm not mistaken, is healthier than us. Uh-oh, heads up.
Abomination. This is your end.
Hey, why don't we talk it out?
Your head drops and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this? Squall. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
We are parasite buddies. What made you think I was a thrall? Who are you? Let's introduce ourselves.
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
Okay, didn't really answer my question, but what made you think I was a thrall?
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Gale, mind flayers.
Yeah. That's a metamorphosis that I am anxious to avoid.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the Imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Yeah, you leave us alone. And by us, I mean him. And who's on first? It's confusing. Ooh. Time for a good old-fashioned demon fight. And here we go. So we've rolled initiative, and we have rolled the highest. All right. So let's see the tools at our disposal. We've got... right now we are rocking a crossbow. And we have no melee weapon at the moment, so we could shoot if we wanted to. So let's inspect what we have. So Vicious Mockery is actually not a bad one to go with. It causes damage and also forces the creature to have disadvantage on its next attack roll. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like.
Listen here.
Oh, and it even shows you the probabilities of success. Very cool. Let's go for this. Let's go for this one over here, maybe.
How flaccid is my foolish foe?
How flaccid. All right, so that was our action. As you can see here from that circle, we do have bonus actions. And clicking on it, it's very cool. It helps us to see exactly what we can do if we wanted to. We could do a healing word, but everybody's at full point. We could give Bardic Inspiration to somebody. You know what? Let's give Bardic Inspiration to Lae'zel. So that means that she will have the opportunity to roll an extra D6, I believe. Something like that, to a roll of her choice, which is awesome. So we've used our action, a bonus action. We've given Bardic Inspiration. And so we could move if we wanted to. We're not exactly a melee character, so we're going to go ahead and back up just a little bit and end our turn. All right. Let's go ahead and get close. Let's see what his abilities are. He's got a claw attack, and that's pretty much it. So have at it. Very nice. And we could use the rest of our movement. Let's go ahead and go this way a bit. No bonus actions, I don't think, so we'll end our turn. Lae'zel, so she clearly has got that big honking sword, so she is going to be melee. However, we're not going to be able to get... Oh, actually, we may be able to. Let's just go do a standard attack. Boom goes the dynamite. And let's see. I think that's all we want to do. So this Bardic Inspiration... Yeah. We'll just sit on that for a little bit of a lot. Oh, yeah. Add a 1d6 to your next ability check. Cool. All right. Coming in hot. Let's... all right. So it's got disadvantage, or no, I have disadvantage on it. Let's do another Vicious Mockery because it is a cantrip, so it's essentially free spell uses for us.
Away, you pox none.
We'll get a bit closer, and that's it. Let's just go ahead and come over here, attack, and down they go. Very cool.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the helm.
Some allies can join you on your adventure. You control them the same way as you do your own character. Click on a portrait, so on and so forth. Yes, thank you, Lae'zel. Surprisingly adequate is the highest compliment you could have given me, I feel like. Let's go ahead and loot all these corpses. We don't want to leave anything behind. We got a scimitar, very cool. A light crossbow. I wouldn't mind seeing if we can maybe give Penelope a melee weapon just to have as an option so that her fists are not her only recourse. Ooh, a tentacle aquarium.
Brains.
Brains and more brains. Okay. What else do we have going on here? An illithid cradle. Lie. Oh, not as in deceit, as in literally lie down into it. Okay. Let's not do that. Looks like us can go ahead and get up to maximum hit points.
Time to press ahead.
All right. Anything else here of value to us? I do not think so. So let's keep on moving. I'm gonna hopefully most of the time just control Penelope as my
before it's too late.
as the character who takes the lead, because if conversations get triggered, I want her to be the one that's taking the lead on those, if that makes sense. Cool. I'm sure our starting weapons are going to be more than adequate for this opening area, so I'm not going to go through any re-equipping just for the sake of time. But we certainly will get to the point where we will want to optimize. All right. Another sphincter. 2 sphincters in one day. Already a good day.
Istik, back! Touch nothing without knowing its purpose.
Okay. So we've got 3 buttons. It's the classic Monty Hall problem, right? If we have 2 buttons, then the best, the logical choice is to choose the opposite one, or something like that. I don't know. Let's read this. I can't read that. Can't read that.
Read this script. Annihilate.
Annihilate. Ooh, that seems less than ideal. Let's see if Lae'zel can interpret any of these.
Sigil, I cannot make
Neither of
sense
our arcanas are likely to be
Sigil. What might
very
it mean?
good. Arcana meaning like the study of the arcane of magic. A sacrificed cultist.
Man isn't dead, but he's totally unresponsive.
That's like me on most, like, Saturday mornings. I'll be honest. I can identify with that. What is this? A Nautiloid tank? The fact that I can shoot it makes me think it's explosives, which makes me think that I should, like, not shoot it.
Life flickers in his eyes, but he seems totally unaware of his surroundings.
Okay. I'll get to you in a second. I just want to look around. Look around, look around. Elaborate reliquary. Now, we do have thieves' tools. Yeah, you can use your thieves' tools to pick a lock, or you can find its key. Ooh, what is this? Are you a friend? There's another intellect devour. Can we talk? Hang on. Oh, thank you. You're not so bad yourself. Okay, well, I'm just going to leave you alone, I guess. Illithid manuscript.
Images appear in your mind. A brain, a githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
So Githyanki is the race of our companion right here. A dark mind. Humanoid brain alive and in perfect condition. Should we take it with us? Can we take it with us? Oh, you know we can. I don't know. It's the classic RPG thing. Maybe a brain in the jar will be useful like 20 episodes from now. Who knows? Let's go ahead and lockpick this, if we can. Okay. So, we are going to use our... let's see. Thieves' tools enable you to open locks based on a sleight of hand check. The tools break on an unsuccessful attempt. So DC, difficulty class, is 10. We've got +2 to our dex. So now, is this automatically... Okay, this is automatically being used. This is what's letting us try to unlock. So here we go. We need to roll an 8 or higher. And we got a 9. Beautiful. There's nothing I hate more than leaving perfectly good loot behind. So we got some onyx and some gold. Very cool. All right, everybody's at full health. So let's go over and talk to our friend here in distress.
You! Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
Okay. Let's see if there's a latch. The logical thing.
Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
We'll all hang together or we'll all hang separately, Lae'zel. Haven't you heard? The pod's stuck. I don't know what to do.
That can't be. There has to be another way. Please! It cannot be helped. Come.
Okay. Let's view the journal for the first time. Find a way to release the captor. We've encountered a survivor trapped inside one of the pods aboard the Nautiloid. Yes. So we have. Get ready to fight. Combat happens in rounds. Are we in combat? I don't think we are. I don't know why that appeared.
They will not die here. I cannot. Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry!
Okay.
Please!
I can do that. This one here? You asked me to, so I'm doing it. Touching random buttons is usually not smart, but...
The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket.
Oh, hello. Sure. An empty socket. If I had an option to insert something in the socket, would it appear here, or... Maybe we need to, like, circle back around. Hang on. Hold that thought, yeah. Hold that thought, Shadowheart. Unless a dark mind fits in that slot, but it didn't give me the option to, right? Yeah. Alright, we'll take a look around in here, and then we'll circle back. Through the sphincter. Oh, there's a key. Very cool. Hopefully that key...
How many hosts of these gay infected?
...is what we need.
Dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Huh. Okay. Now, can we get her out as well? An Eldritch Rune. Can we read it? The component of some bigger machine. Oh, that's probably what we need back for Shadowheart, right?
This might unlock those controls next to the pod.
Beautiful. A slave mind.
Another break.
Not ideal. Alright, you know what? I see a button, I push it. Maybe. Let's see if I can read it. Perfect. Ooh, that sounds ominous. You know what? I'm going to push the button. It's giving me a lot of opportunities to change my mind, but I am not. I'm impetuous.
As you place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified,
Gross.
this may be our fate.
You know, this is one of the things that, having played D&D for a while,
That cannot be our fate.
I'm, like, generally aware of the possibility of, you know, like, parasites turning their hosts into mind flayers. But, like, actually seeing it happen after, like, just talking about it in the theater of the mind for so long is, like, extremely off-putting. That's wild. Okay.
The console appears dormant.
Let's insert the rune. There we go.
The console hums to life. But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
Yeah, may as well examine it, right? Oh boy, +1. Alright. Not expecting anything. Oh, I got exactly what I needed. Hey! Everything's coming up Millhouse.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. This device is different from the one that caused the other captive to transform.
Okay.
Perhaps it will open the nearby pod.
So we're probably good in that case. Let's do it.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then
Ooh.
discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Will the pod to open? Oh boy. Difficulty class 2. Okay, I need to not roll a nat 1. Yeah, a 10. I'll take it.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
So we're getting illithid powers. Problematic, but also possibly useful.
Thought I was done for. I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gith with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Yeah, but we're all in this together. Just like Zac Efron said. Dangerous company is what
Fair
you need in the
point.
fight. Hell yeah.
Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
All right. Let's be polite. Introductions. I am Penelope.
Shadowheart. One moment.
But did she just pick up a D20? Is she gonna play a game of Dungeons and
It's
Dragons?
nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's
All right.
right. Lead on.
Let's do it. Cool. So we're getting XP, which is how we're going to level up our abilities, of course. I love the huge loot on our back wherever we go. It makes me happy. Cheesy, and I love it. Cool. Alright, I think everybody is good as far as health goes, but let's just do it for the fun of it. It's a cool animation.
We are nearing the
Sick.
helm. Once inside, do as I say. Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Yank.
Whoa. You keep that kind of language out of this party. Maybe she was saying something nice. She was like, buddy. Oh. Delicious brains. Well, at least they're fighting each other. It's something.
Thrall, connect the
Yeah,
We will deal with the Gale after we escape.
I was gonna say it's the whole enemy of my enemy situation.
Nerves. We will connect them.
Roll initiative. Alright.
This thing's falling fast. Got to right it.
Okay, so this is telling us about move, action, bonus action. That we know. We've got 15 turns to get to... where? Here. Okay. Let's survey the field. We've got this Hellbore, 8 points, 6 points, 6 points. The Mind Flayer and Commander Zalk are pretty high level, so we're just going to let them fight each other. We've got a few corpses on the floor. We should think about maybe looting some on the way. A dead thrall. Where's that dead Mind Flayer that we saw in that animation? If anything, I would maybe want to loot that corpse. All of them may not be equally useful, because it does take an action in combat to loot. Okay, so what do we want to do? Let's go ahead and lock down this Hellbore here. An attack. Alright, that's a miss. That sucks. Alright, now it is Shadowheart's turn. So she is... what is she? Let's see. She's got Shield of Faith, Guiding Bolt. Oh, she's a cleric. Okay. So she follows some kind of deity. So what do we have here? Shield of Faith, Guiding Bolt. That's not a bad one. It will take one of our minimal spell slots. Sacred Flame is pretty good. I think for the time being, we'll just go straight in for the attack. So here we go. Alright, couple points of damage there. Bonus action. That will take a spell slot, Shield of Faith, Healing Word. No, I think we're good.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Alright, so for Penelope, we can do... Let's see. I'm thinking we'll do a Vicious Mockery on them. Right here.
Thou art a hairy-hearted horse.
Failed a saving throw, so it's got disadvantage on its next attack. Let's move up slightly. I don't want to get too close into melee range. Let's give a Bardic Inspiration to Lae'zel. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What happened? Well, that was some wasted movement. Oh well. What happened, happened. Now Lae'zel is going to go ahead and try to lock down this guy over here. We'll do something like that. They're a little bit too far away to hit with their with the melee attack. We'll do something like this. We'll fire the bow. Okay. Let's make sure we're rocking the sword. Bonus action. I think we are good. So there we are. So the Hellbore missed, which is good. So that disadvantage already coming in handy. Us being hit for 1. Okay. Let's keep chipping away at this Hellbore. Oh, nice. Us is doing work. Alright, I think that Us will probably be our best option for maybe looting the corpse and connecting this console. So we're going to have them go up here on the right. And their turn. Alright. Should I use the action to loot the corpse? Do I think a Hellsbore would be carrying anything useful? I kind of doubt it. So I'm just going to go straight up here. And let's use Sacred Flame on this Imp. Okay. And let's see. Bonus action. I think we're good.
Still on my feet.
Alright, Penelope. We will go as far as we can forward. Let's see. This is 1d6 plus 2. This is 1d4 psychic. Let's go ahead and give this imp disadvantage. There we go. Bonus action. Why don't we give Bardic Inspiration here to Shadowheart? There we go. And end our turn. Alright, let's go ahead and clear out this imp if we can. We sure can. Anything useful on this side? Not really. So let's start converging if we can. Something like that. Okay. Alright, us. I'm actually gonna have them maybe... No, actually we'll get an attack off. That's fine. Nice. And we'll move forward a bit. And turn. Shadowheart, can you come loot the corpse? We got an onyx. Very good. Oh, looting the corpse actually does not take an action. Interesting. Huh. It looks like we still have it available. Interestingly enough. So... what do I want to do here? Looks like these guys are pretty evenly matched at the moment, so I don't necessarily want to interfere in that. Maybe we will just go ahead and dash. And we'll just get a little bit farther forward.
Hurry, before they strike.
Oh. More friends coming in. Okay. Well, in that case, I don't know if I want to go so far forward. Why don't we loot this? Nothing. Okay. That's fine. And that's it for me. Okay. We're probably just going to go ahead and dash here. I think is probably the best course of action. Okay, then bonus action. Interesting. Mobile shot. After using dash or disengage, you can make a... blah, blah, blah. Is this once a short rest? You know what? Let's try it. If we can. Oh, no. Never mind. Not enough distance. Alright, probably going to do the same thing here where we will dash. Because I assume that our ranged attack... oh, actually, it's just possible. Oh! Very nice shot. Cool. And let's see, bonus action, shove... no. Okay.
Really out of sky. It's now or never.
Alright. Go crazy, us. Ooh, I really want to loot this mind flayer as well. We'll dash. Maybe over here, kind of out of the way. Out of harm's way, hopefully. Ooh, what is this? Caustic bulb? What are these, like bombs? Let's go loot this corpse. Nothing. And attack. Down they go. Oh, I can't quite reach it. That's fine. Alright. Gonna run forward. We will use Vicious Mockery on the Imp.
You've a visage fit for letter writing.
Alright, it saved this time, so unfortunately that's a no-go from us, but no worries. Alright. Lae'zel is just gonna run straight forward. And try to tank as much as possible for us. Alright, there we are. Alright, so we got hit for 3. And another one. So this is saying that we're going to get an opportunity attack if we're not careful. So why don't we just go straight up and attack? Nice. Okay. Cool. We're in the vicinity. Now, let's see. Is there anything here that we can grab on our way out? I don't think so. So we're going to end our turn. Let's loot the mind flayer. We got a peridot. Alright, that hit. Very good. And, let's see. We could do a healing word if we wanted to for Lae'zel. Why don't we do that? There we go. So she's back up to full health. End our turn. We will just run past. We'll do another vicious mockery here. Save failed. End our turn. And, oh, they're dead. Okay. Cool. Let's, I guess, loot this while we're in the vicinity. Nothing happening.
Taking position.
Okay. And, I guess we can dash here and then hit the console.
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
A mysterious benefactor.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
Alright, let's give ourselves a once-over.
Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through. But it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
And here we go. So we finally landed officially in our first major area. So let's check our objectives real quick. Find a cure. We've escaped the hells on the Nautiloid and crashed somewhere back in the material plane. We need to explore the area and find a healer.
Have to keep going.
Absolutely beautiful, though. Any wreckage? I feel like I just moused over something. Oh, a clamshell. Well, this might be a good time to review our inventory real quick. Every item has a context menu where you may use them, tag them as wares, or send them to another party menu. Right mouse button, open item context menu. So split it, drop it, throw, add to wares, send to camp, so on and so forth. Cool. So, let's see. We've got clothes. Do we have any armor that we could equip? That might be better. I thought we had picked something up. Oh, here we go. A simple jerkin. Or a simple robe. Okay, that's worse. Armor class is worse. Cloak, headgear, gloves, boots. Let's just see if there's anything that we can equip. Underwear. Great. Tasteful boots. Overshoes. Alright, so we've got this keychain. Let's see, what exactly is this? Oh, these are probably all the keys that we are or have picked up along the way or are going to pick up. And same for ingredients and camp supplies. Interesting. So, where are melee weapons? It's right here. What do we have proficiency in? Let's see. Spears, pikes, halberds, and glaives. And I don't know if any of those qualify. No, short sword, a rapier, a scimitar, and another scimitar. So, we're going to have to make do with our current loadout. But it's cool, man. We can take care of ourselves. Oh, and here is our good friend. Our new friend. There's her D20. Wake her, reach for the artifact. You know, the second that I reach for the artifact, she's just going to wake up on her own, and she's going to be really mad at me. Let's not play around.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
Oh, cool. So our class ability gives us some unique responses, which I always love. Perhaps it was some dramatically timed divine intervention. Actually, that's exactly what it seems like.
The divine tend to keep their interventions close to the chest. Though, I suppose it's not impossible.
No, you take things literally, don't you? Yeah, where are we?
I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Okay. So I'm assuming that we're friends then, yeah?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Okay, let's do it.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that.
Okay, you would have done the same for me, I assume. Cool. So with that, guys, I think that is a great pausing point for our first episode. So I really hope that you are enjoying this so far. It is... I can't describe how fun it is to be able to play D&D as a video game. I know that there are others that have come close to replicating this experience, but no doubt this is going to be the most polished and I hope the most entertaining one that we have gotten thus far. So please drop a comment. Tell me what you have thought of this so far. If you're playing it yourself, of course, like what your experiences are. What you like, what you don't like, and if this is totally new to you, just even more interested to know what you might think were your first exposure to this game. If you wouldn't mind dropping a like if you enjoyed some part of the video or all of it, or even a thumbs down also helps if you didn't enjoy it. Honest feedback is welcomed here. And if you would like to follow our journey in Baldur's Gate 3, then I encourage you to subscribe. And I will see you, myself, Penelope, the Bard, and Shadowheart the Cleric, We'll see you once again in the next episode.